space, and this is actually where the different courses that we create are going to show up. So let's go back into the admin panel, and that's pretty much everything that you need to do for the site. Now you can go in here, change the domain to actually be your own domain, whatever you want it to be, maybe startupsocietyexampleschool.com or whatever our logo is that we created here. I think it says Tech Green Technology, so maybe we want it to be techgreentechnology.com. Okay, then you can also change the navigation, which is how the different pages are connecting to each other, what page is on what URL, and so on. You can change your bio here, so you can add your bio, add an image, and this is something that I highly recommend that you do, even if you are the only author of your courses, because this bio part will show up in different places on the website, and you want people to know who you are and find out some information about you. Okay, so now I've come down here and I've clicked on pages, and there's a list of the pages. You can create more pages for your website. You could add, for example, a blog page or an About Us page, whatever you want to show up on this little website that you're creating that is about your courses, and you can decide what function each page is actually playing. You also can moderate your comments here, and you can change additional things using either the Power Editor, which allows you to drag and drop things on your site, or code snippets, so obviously you could affect the coding of your website. Okay, so all of those things are all related to your site. Now let's talk about a few of these other buttons that you see over here on the sidebar. We've got the users. Now, obviously, we don't have any users on our site yet, but this is where the users will show up. And then we have sales, and this is a sales dashboard. Clearly, we don't have any yet, but there will be a graph here that shows when sales were made and how much people spent at different times. We also can add in emails, although this is the one function that is not included in the free plan that will probably cause you to want to upgrade unless you're integrating your Teachable School with another email program that you already use, like ConvertKit or ActiveCampaign or Drip or MailChimp. You could integrate Teachable with one of those. That's what I've done in the past, but you also could upgrade your plan and then be able to actually send emails to your students directly. Okay, and then finally here we've got settings, and I'm sure that you will want to change some of these. So I've got my school name. This is where you can change that. You can also give a heading, and this is kind of like a tagline or a subtitle for your school name. Then you could give a description of what is going to be inside the course. Coming down here, you could add in your address, which you might need to do for legal reasons. You can also change some settings about the lectures. Do lectures get automatically completed when the video plays, or do they have to check it off? Do the videos start playing automatically? Honestly, I would probably turn this off because I often find this one annoying. And then you could sync your user course % complete when publishing. So this recalculates the course % complete for users when the number of published lectures in a series changes. Now, I'd recommend you leave this off, but basically it would mean that if you added more lectures, then it would reset how advanced they have gotten in that course. So I'm just going to save this real quick because I did change that one setting. Down here, the comments, you can change how the comments are moderated and how they are threaded. You can also add a blog to your school, which is going to be another page up here in that menu where you could post articles on a regular basis. You could take your school online and start selling your course, or you could delete your school. And then down here is the My Teachable Accounts system. And basically what this does is it allows your students to use their login for your school across all of Teachable. I don't know of any cons of this, but it means that people can log into other people's schools with the same login information. Now, of course, they'll still have to pay for whatever school they're trying to access, but they would have the same login information across all of Teachable. Okay, so those are all of the general settings. Now, there's also settings related to the way that you accept payments, and you will have to enter your phone number and start setting up the Teachable payments this way. You're basically going to hook it up to their payment processing system, so they'll need a little bit of your personal information for tax reasons. There's also options here where you could change how taxes are collected for your courses. You could get notifications when people purchase your courses. You could change your plan and upgrade if you want to. You could change how you're being billed. Currently, we're not being billed at all because we chose the free plan. We can also set up different integrations with ConvertKit, with Segment, Google Analytics, SumoMe.